You just said something, not out loud. In your head, right now, as you read this, there is a voice running inside your skull that never fully stops. It comments on what you see. It argues with decisions you already made. It rehearses conversations that will never happen. And if someone caught you doing it out loud, you'd be embarrassed. But here's what nobody tells you. The people who do it most are not the ones losing their minds. They are the ones using it best. Scientists have a name for it, inner speech. And it is not a quirk. It is not a flaw. It is one of the most sophisticated things your brain does. A 2011 study at the University of Michigan found that people who talk to themselves out loud or silently perform significantly better on tasks requiring focus and self-control. Not slightly better, significantly. The voice in your head is not background noise. It is a tool, and most people have no idea they are using it. Here is where it starts. When you are born, you have no inner voice. A child's first thoughts are not words. They are feelings, images, sensations. Language comes later, and when it arrives, something strange happens. The child starts talking out loud to themselves. You have seen this. A 3-year-old narrating everything they do. Now, I put the block here. Now, I pick up the red one. For years, psychologists thought this was random, harmless chatter. Then, a Soviet psychologist named Lev Vygotsky proposed something different. He said the child was not talking randomly. The child was thinking out loud. And over time, that out loud thinking gets pulled inward. It becomes the voice in your head. Your inner speech is not something that developed alongside your thinking. It is your thinking. The voice did not move into your brain. It was always your brain. It just learned to be quiet. But here is the part that changes everything. Talking to yourself out loud is not the same as thinking silently. In 2012, researchers at Bangor University in Wales ran a simple test. They gave participants a list of instructions. Half read them silently, half read them out loud to themselves. The ones who read out loud performed better. Their concentration was sharper. Their memory of the instructions was stronger. Hearing your own voice does something that silent thought does not. It forces your brain to treat the information as real, as external, as something worth paying attention to. When you think silently, your brain can wander. When you hear your own voice, it cannot, and it gets stranger. In 2014, a study at Michigan State University looked at what happens when people use their own name while talking to themselves. Not, I need to calm down, but you need to calm down, or even better, their own name. John, you need to calm down. The results were striking. People who referred to themselves in the third person by name, or as you, showed significantly lower anxiety in stressful situations. They performed better in job interviews. They recovered faster from painful experiences. They made clearer decisions under pressure. It was not therapy. It was not medication. It was just a pronoun. The simple act of calling yourself by name creates a tiny psychological distance between you and the problem. Your brain shifts from participant to observer, and the observer is always calmer than the person in the fire. Now here is the plot twist. Not everyone has the same inner voice, and some people have almost none at all. In 2011, researcher Russell Hurlburt at the University of Nevada asked hundreds of people to describe their inner experience in random moments throughout the day. What he found surprised him. About 25% of people reported almost no inner speech, no running commentary, no voice narrating their experience. When they think in images or feelings or abstract patterns that have no words attached. They are not broken. Their brains are simply running a different operating system. And for years, nobody asked, because the assumption was that everyone experienced the world the same way. They do not. Some people walk around with a full radio station running in their head. Others experience something close to silence. Neither is wrong, but knowing which one you are changes how you understand yourself. And here is the last piece. The voice in your head is not always helpful. When it turns against you, when the inner speech becomes self-criticism, repetitive loops, thoughts you cannot stop, it becomes something else entirely. Scientists call it rumination, and it is one of the most reliable predictors of anxiety and depression ever identified. The same tool that makes some people sharper, more focused, more in control, can trap others in a loop they cannot escape. The difference is not the voice. It is the direction. Directed inner speech planning, rehearsing, coaching yourself makes you better. Undirected inner speech replaying failures, imagining disasters makes you worse. Your brain does not care which direction it runs. It will run all night either way. The only thing you control is where you point it. So the next time you catch yourself talking to yourself out loud in the car, whispering through a problem at your desk, saying your own name in the mirror before something hard, that is not embarrassing. That is your brain doing exactly what it was built to do. The voice was never the strange part. Going through life without listening to it, that is the strange part.